The Right Side with Doug Billings.
Ladies and gentlemen, The Right Side with Doug Billings, a special short edition today in light and in wake of the banking crashes in California and around the country. You're going to want to hear this very short story here today with Andrew Sorcini from Beverly Hills Precious Metal. He is going to give you advice about what to do. Don't panic, first of all, but we're going to talk about gold and silver. You got to roll some of that money, if not all of it, in your savings account, in your 401k, your pension fund. You've got to begin to think about rolling this over to gold and silver. It's not a difficult process. You do not need to be wealthy to do this. But until the banking system is safe again, you need to be thinking about this. So today, The Right Side with Doug Billings, Andrew Sorcini, investing in gold and silver for your protection, for the Republic. Are you ready? Let's go.
The Right Side with Doug Billings.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to The Right Side with Doug Billings. Thanks for joining me today. A special edition of the show. Look, financial crisis in California, the banks, the shutdowns, the closures, the crumbling, primarily because of poor management. But look, folks, we've got to be careful. Guarding our money has never been more important. And diversification of your wealth, of your savings, your retirement, it's just a topic that we need to talk about today. So in order to do that, let me get right to it with Andrew Sorcini with Beverly Hills Precious Metal, an expert in managing funds, managing money, and the value of gold and silver. The nightmare that the Biden administration has cast upon us is now, I would say, harvesting its dividends. To make a point about what he is doing, he is destroying. Poor bank management is certainly part of it. But I'm going to let Andrew tell you what's going on and how we can avoid this. Andrew, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me back, Doug. It's a pleasure.
So what's your reaction to all of this? Where people are going crazy. I'm sure your phone and your email are blowing up. People want to know what to do. Tell us, from what is happening and then how you can help with Beverly Hills Precious Metals.
Well, absolutely. It's so here in California, First Republic Bank is probably going to be the third bank here in this run to go under. And the depositors for that at that bank, they're aware of this. So on Saturday, there are lines all the way around the block for one bank that I saw on Twitter. And it's people want to get their money out of the banks. It doesn't matter if they're with Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, or anything in between. People are calling today to get their funds out. And you don't want to have cryptocurrency because cryptocurrency is still risky. You still have to transfer crypto back to the bank if you want to cash out. So people need gold and silver. And luckily, we've been spreading the word for so long. That's what they're calling for today.
With gold and silver, Andrew, when in times like this, when inflation is skyrocketing, the value of gold and silver goes up. So the value of the dollar bill is crashing, the value of gold and silver goes up. And I want to stress to people when they go to bh-pm.com, ladies and gentlemen, that's Beverly Hills-Precious Metal. So bh-pm.com. You'll see a form on the right hand of your website there, and they fill out it's very short name. You want some information, and in the block, make sure you put Right Side with Doug Billings because you'll get some discounts and perks over there. But Andrew, inflation up, value of gold and silver goes up as well. I want to stress, though, to people, you do not need to be wealthy in order to start building wealth with gold and silver, correct?
Absolutely. It's everybody out there, whatever dollar amount that they have socked away is important to them. It's a lot of money for them. So they're afraid of losing it. And one thing that I see right now that is different than past financial crisis that we've had is that our last one was just 15 years ago. So it's very, very fresh in our minds what happened and what we need to do to protect ourselves. Whereas in 2008, we hadn't really seen a financial crisis since the Great Depression. And all of that was given to us firsthand by grandparents or parents. And so this is one where virtually anybody out there that invests was around last time. So we know exactly everything that's going to happen. So to counter what's going on today, the banks have drastically lowered interest rates for mortgage loans. And that's they're trying to get people to buy homes. They're trying to not crash the economy, but really the writing's on the wall. This is the Great Reset, and the dollar is going to need to be backed by something real. So for people out there that might want to be able to sleep at night, you might want to convert much of what you have socked away for gold or silver, because you can take the gold or silver anywhere in the world and be able to cash it out or buy things with it.
And when they go to bh-pm.com, bh-pm.com, it'll be on the bottom of the screen here for you, ladies and gentlemen, throughout this discussion. Your team will guide them through that process. It'll give them the information. It's low pressure. Tell them about what they can expect, Andrew, over there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So when they fill out the form, they absolutely should put in the right side, say, or Doug Billings in there. And there's a little section down below for notes. Please put in as much information about yourself as you possibly can. And today I've read a couple hundred of them that have come in, and people have done a wonderful job. They say, I'm a novice. I've never invested in gold or silver before. So please pair me up with somebody that's patient and can answer all of my questions. Yep. I love that. That's a perfect thing to put in there. Other people are straight to the point. I've got a 401k. I want to roll that over into an IRA that can hold physical gold and silver. And that's been the bulk of what we've seen. Other people are saying things like, I feel like I have too much cash in my checking account. Please have someone call me. I would like to discuss, and then also find out how much gold or how much silver I need to have physically. Another person said, I live in an apartment building and I have a sizable checking account, but it wouldn't be safe for me to store gold or silver in my apartment. Do you have storage options? And we do, so people can reach out for that specifically as well.
So that's an important, I think, piece of information there. People can certainly, you can have the gold and silver on site, but it's a lot of people take advantage of your ability to store it for them safely and so forth. They have no fear. And I would imagine that lots of people looking at their retirement funds are wanting to roll over a substantial portion of that. So look, Andrew, I wanted to make this a real short hit on what's going on in the news today to get this out today to people. Ladies and gentlemen, again, bh-pm.com, Beverly Hills Precious Metal. They will give you all of the information you need, very low key. Go to the form, fill it out, give Andrew and his staff as much information as you can, where you are, you're a novice, you're experienced, etc. Use right side and Doug Billings over there for, tell them that you heard about it over here, and they'll hook you up as quickly as possible. Andrew, in the last minute and a half or so, closing thoughts, closing words of advice to people that are a little bit panicked today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's people should understand that anything that you do in regards to gold and silver is not a permanent move. So if you were to take a certain amount out of your checking account and invest in gold or silver, it's not like you decided to refurnish your entire home. Those are things you'll never see the light of day on. With this, we will make it through this crisis. Luckily, there are great shows like The Right Side, where we're out there giving people the real story and solutions to these stories. So things will get better, and you'll want to be able to convert it back into cash as soon as it's safe to do so. But right now, this is the right move.
All right. Andrew Sorcini, ladies and gentlemen, with Precious Metals, Beverly Hills Precious Metals. Again, that website, bh-pm.com, Beverly Hills preciousmetal.com. Andrew, look, I know that you're going to be slammed today. We appreciate you. I know that we're among the first to get out and get the word out with you today. Thanks for taking time.
Oh, it's my pleasure, and I hope to be back soon.
You bet. We'll get you back on here real soon to follow up. Ladies and gentlemen, bh-pm.com. Go get information. Protect yourselves. Bless you. For the Republic. Cheers.
The Right Side with Doug Billings.